Some Satsumas are born great, while others have greatness thrust upon them. Welcome everybody to the live draw for the greatest tournament in sporting history. Bigger than the Super Bowl, the Champions League final and the Ashes combined. What else could it be other than the Boom Cup 2026? This is going to be either the most fun or the most self-indulgent thing you've ever witnessed. I'm Rich, of the Welsh Zidane, as some people call me, those people being me, mostly. I'm joined by two stalwarts, two cast-iron legends of the game, Jonty Hirons, Josh Harris, both JH. How are we?
Good, thank you. Feeling good, excited to be a part of it. Prestigious tournament.
Absolutely. So, yeah, we are here for the live draw. It's pretty straightforward. This year the format has been shaken up in a revolutionary move, the likes of which we've never seen before. There's going to be 8 teams competing in a 5-a-side tournament, 2 groups of 4. They'll compete for places in the semi-final and then a place in the grand final. The tournament winners will lift the coveted Satsuma Cup, but there'll also be individual medals for top scorers, players of the tournament, and medals for the runners-up as well. So this is how it's going to work. I've got 3 pots. In one pot, we've got, well, a bunch of animals that you've all scribbled down, and I hope none of them are going to make me blush when I look at them. And here we've got Year 13 students, and here we've got Year 12 students. There's going to be 7 student teams and 1 staff team. May the best Satsuma win. Right, let's get cracking. Jonty, you're going to choose the animal, which will be the name of Team 1. So, what have we got?
Rats.
Outstanding. Sophie, you'll be very pleased. Rat has been drawn for Team 1. I'm making a note.
The rats.
The rats. Very good. Alright, so the first Year 13 player to be part of the rats is, I've got Noah. Noah. No.
Welcome to the rats.
I was going to say, Noah, you are a rat, but I ain't saying that. I'm just going to say, Noah, welcome to the rats. Josh, could you take from the Year 13 pot? There's going to be 6 players in this team. Noah is the first of 6.
Amy.
Annie has joined Noah in the rats. Let's see what the class reaction is looking like currently. Lewis. Outstanding. Alright, Jonty, would you like to take the 3rd player of the rats?
Jude.
Very good. The 4th player. It's coming from my right next door. The 4th player in the rats, we've got Kyron. Not looking like too shabby a team so far, is it? Yeah. Alright, nice. Josh, can you take the 5th player?
Josh Deacon.
The rats are, not too bad a lineup. So what we got: Noah, Amy, Jude, Kyron, Josh D. Jonty, could you take the 6th and final player from the rats?
Ezra.
Alright, well the rats is a pretty strong team there, isn't it? So
The rats are the team to beat.
yeah, good strong start for the rats. Is that the animal then?
Yeah.
Okay. Jude. Very good. So to recap, the rats, we've got Noah, Amran, Jude, Kyron, Josh D and Ezra. Alrighty. So next up we have our first Year 12 team. They're going to consist of 7 players. Jonty, could you do the honours and choose the animal that is going to represent this team, Team 2?
What is that? Tasseled wobble gong.
Yeah, I don't actually know if that's a real animal. I'm just going to quickly check. Oh, no, it is. It's
The
a
tasseled wobble gong.
The tasseled wobblegong is a type of shark, apparently, so I guess I kind of set myself up for this by asking for random animals. If we didn't get that, the tasseled wobblegongs is Team 2. So they're all going to be drawn from this pot, the Year 12 pot, so I'll go first. And the first Year 12 player to make up the tasselled wobble gong is Sam Allen. Now he is more of a rugby player, but I'm sure he'll make a fine addition to the tasselled wobble gongs. Outstanding. Josh, your turn.
Jay
Jackson of Thornbury Town. He joins Sam in the tasselled wobble gongs. I'm going to say that every time and it's not going to get annoying or old. We're going to end up with a big pile of these somewhere. I'll find a better place to put them. Jonty, do you want to go ahead?
Diego.
He is indeed named after Diego Maradona. And here he is, joining Jay and Sam Allen in the tasselled wobble gongs. The fourth player is Nathan. That's Nathan Best. No relation to George. In fact, doesn't even play football, so but I'm sure he's going to make a good addition. Yeah, go on, Josh. This is the fifth player.
George.
Ooh, strong player, George. Good addition there. George, if you're watching, I hope you're pleased to be on the same team as your friend Diego. What's that, the 5? So, Jonty, can you draw the 6th player?
Liam
Baker, son of someone involved in Bristol City. Corey knows him. Shouldn't say this live. Liam, you're on the tasselled wobble gongs, along with your friends Diego, Sam Allen, and the rest of them. And the final player to join Team 2, the tasselled wobble gongs, is Jack. That is Jack Palmer, who is all over the place photographing regularly at Bristol Rovers, at Yate Town. Jack P, you have joined the third team. So Team 2, the tasselled wobble gongs. We've got Sam A, Sam Allen, Jay, Diego, Nathan, George, Liam, and Jack P. So Team 3. So this is also going to be from the Year 13s. It's going to be made up of 6 players. It might be a bad idea, but let's look at the chat. Alright, people are watching. Luke looks pretty engaged in the chat there. Hey Luke. It's just a cough. Anyway, I'll draw the animal this time. I can't remember exactly where we were, but I'm going to do it. So Team 3, a Year 13 team. They are going to be named. Maybe it's a premonition. They are the Dodos. I don't know if that means that they'll be extinct. I hope not. But the Dodos are joining our first group. Josh, from this middle bowl, could you draw the first Year 13 player to be in the Dodos?
Kai.
Kai is a Dodo. He's a Dodo for life. Thank you very much. Jonty, do you fancy drawing who's going to join Kai in the Dodos?
Lewis
Sharples.
Great player.
Yeah, good player to have on the Dodo team. Nice. So Kai, Lewis, you're on the team together. Joining them, we've got Josh Harris, Weston's finest. This guy, by the way. Josh Harris, you are officially a Dodo. Does that feel good?
Feels great.
Nice.
We've been waiting for the call up. So
Yeah, very good. Nice. Alright, Jonty, can you see who's going to join Kai, Lewis, and Josh H?
Xander,
nice. Famously doesn't play football at all. But if you want someone to do some banging After Effects edits, he's your man. Xander joins Kai, Lewis and Josh Harris on the Dodos. And who's going to be what are we on, 5th?
Oh, get in.
Very nice. Spenny T. Silent but deadly. The Warmley, whatever the team's called, Warmley Rangers. Number 10. That's an outstanding addition. wouldn't you say?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, nice. Kai, Lewis, Josh, Xander, Spenny. Josh, can you draw the final teammate?
I think I've got a few here. Hang on, that's a bit of cheating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nathan.
Nice. That's Nathan Howlett. Who
Hello,
sits right next to Spenny. Yeah, that's a strong team again. Nice. So, team 3, the Dodos. I'm sure the graphic illustrates it, but Kai, Lewis, Josh Harris, Xander, Spenny Toot, and Nathan Howlett is a pretty good team, wouldn't you say, John T?
I would say.
Nice. Alright, team 4 then, which will make up the end of the first group. So all these 4 teams will be playing each other. They're going to be another year 12 pot. There's going to be 6 players in this one. So, do you want to draw the animal?
Dinosaur.
Not strictly an animal, but we'll take it. The dinosaurs. I mean, that's what you should call the staff team, really, if anything. So, the dinosaurs, they're going to be year 12s. I'll draw the first player to make up a dinosaur. It is John, aka Jack, aka Jack D, but John is what he goes by. John, you are officially a dinosaur. I hope it feels good. Can you draw the next? Josh.
This
Yeah,
one?
from that one, yeah.
Louis.
Ooh, Louis. So Louis is a pretty handy player. Mostly plays hockey, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, pretty decent player, Louis. He is on team 4, the Dinosaurs, with John. I'm a little bit nervous to check the chat, but there we go. I mean, most people are on their phone, it's fine. Jonty, who's joining them?
Max.
Max. Now that'll be good news to Max. Max's stepbrother is in your group. His name's Corey Wilson. And he wanted to play against him. Well, it's not, I mean, they won't play each other in the group because Corey hasn't been drawn, but maybe they'll get to play each other in a knockout game in the semi-final. So John, Louis and Max, who's their 4th player, it is Dylan. So not to be confused with year 13 Dylan Reese. He is a Spurs fan, mind you. But he's not a bad player. So
Sorry to hear that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's ecstatic now because they're staying up. Oh, you know, they won again.
Allegedly.
Yeah, they won again. Yeah. So that's John, Louis, Max, and Dylan. Who are we on? Josh? Who's joining them?
Jaden.
That's Jaden Reynolds. Not too shabby a player. Played for a few teams. I think he's playing for Ashton these days. So yeah, that makes a welcome addition. John T, do you want to draw the final dinosaur? Let me show you this stuff.
Sam N.
Sam Mason, not bad. He's a useful player. He's a Man City fan or a Bristol Rovers fan. But there he is. The dinosaurs. They have John, Louis, Max, Dylan, Jaden, and Sam Mason. So that's your first group. We've got the Rats, Noah, Emmy, Jude, Kyron, Josh, Deacon, and Ezra. The Tasseled Wobblegongs, Sam Allen, Jay, Diego, Nathan, George, Liam, Jeff Palmer. The Dodos, Kai, Lewis, Josh Harris, Xander, Spenny, and Nathan. And the Dinosaurs, John, Louis, Max, Dylan, Jaden, and Sam Mason. So, making up group 2. That means, John T, we will be playing against each other. Because the staff team is in group 2 and you haven't been drawn yet.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're looking forward to it. Alright. So team 5, I should say, is going to be a year 13 team and it's going to be made up of 6 players. So, who drew the last one? Was that you?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll draw the animal. I mean, that one's not folded very well so I can see it. I feel like I'd be cheating if I drew that one. The animal is... Hey, not bad if you're a Bristol City fan. not written very largely. Robin. The Robins. Now, is that the team you want, Jonty?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, not bad. Josh, can you draw the first year 13 to become a Robin?
Jonty Highridge.
Oh, what do you know? You'd almost think it was fixed, wouldn't you? Outstanding.
Get it.
Jonty, you are a Robin. Sum up those feelings in 3 words.
Amazing, proud,
Good.
emotional.
Emotional.
Make sure you wear your full kit then.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
Teammates will love that.
Yeah.
I will.
Well, we'll see who's going to be joining you. This one fell out of the ball, so I'll grab that one. We've got Hugo. That is a good addition to your team.
Year 13's captain, I might add.
Yeah. Now, Josh, you said before the draw you'd like Hugo.
I want Hugo.
Yeah. There we go. Hugo is a Robin. Josh, can you draw? Yeah, from the middle one. Connor is a Robin.
You won't like that.
There we go.
I think there's a long delay.
I think there might be a delay because I wanted to see Connor's reaction, but he has not reacted. Or maybe he's just completely calm. It's just like, yeah, it's fine. He's got it down no matter who's on his team. He knows he's going to win. Jonty, it's back to you. You're pulling a teammate for yourself.
Oh.
Dylan.
Another decent team. Dylan joins his Portishead pal, Hugo.
That's an unbelievable partnership.
That's looking pretty strong. How many have we got there? 4. Alright, the penultimate Robin is... He's sat right there, Sam Garish.
Some cheating going on, I'm sure. Oh.
Sammy G is a Robin. He's off camera, but he's smiling. Josh, who is their last one?
Oh, Zach.
What are the odds?
Get in there.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
A pretty strong team then in the Robins. We've got Jonty, Hugo, Connor, Dylan, Sam G and Zach. You're all mates. How did that happen? You almost would have thought it was fixed. Are we all good?
I'm not.
Yeah, good. All right.
I am.
So team 6 then. Essentially, what this means is the only players left in the bowl make up the teams. But we'll still draw them anyways, and we need to draw the animals. So team 6, they are going to be a team of year 12s. If you haven't been drawn yet from year 12, you're in this team essentially. But let's find out what you're. Go on. Josh wants to get involved.
The Alpacas.
Pretty strong. Nice. Alrighty. So if you haven't been drawn, you are an alpaca. But Jonty, do you want to start? Who's the first name to be an alpaca?
Cam.
Cam. The only player whose name is his position, Cam Smith. You are an alpaca. His teammate, inverted wingback. Maybe he'll be drawn. That was never going to land as a joke, was it? Yeah. It's actually not his position, but he has got a position as his name, Sammy CB or Carleon Bray, fellow Arsenal fan. He joins Cam as an alpaca. There we go. Jonty. No, I think I was going to go that. Don't mind. Rudy is Cam's mate, schoolmates, big Bristol City fan. It's a tough looking team. We'll go. Yeah, you look. What key names that haven't been drawn?
Hayden.
Yeah, nice. Hayden Beza, big Man United fan. I'll go. So I know Leo hasn't been drawn. Oh, neither. How could I forget? The big Western fan, Frankie Moore. And Frankie who's played 2 or 3 games in goals for his team against the Robins Foundation, but he has expressed a keen desire to not play in goals for this. So Alpacas, if you're thinking of having him in goal, you don't want to do it. The last one, do you want to have the honours?
Love to. Leo.
Leo Box, the fox in the box, big Bristol City fan. He has joined the Alpacas. The Alpacas made up of Cam, Sammy CB, Rudy, Hayden, Frankie, and Leo. All right, last then, and essentially the year 13s. If your name hasn't been drawn, then you're going to be in here. But let's still go through the ceremony. You're also going to be playing against the staff team. Do you want to do the animal, John?
Yeah.
Cool.
Crocodile.
There was a reasonable animal. It makes sense for a team to be named after, a predator like the crocodiles. So I'll make up the first crocodile. It is Corey Wilson. Hopefully he gets a chance to play against his stepbrother in the semi-final at least. I feel like I didn't hold that up long enough. There he is. Do you want to go, Josh?
Lucas Spencer.
Lucas Spence is drawn. He is a crocodile. Excellent. No, we're good. Go off, John T.
Josh Stirrup.
Josh Stirrup joins his classmate who sits near him at least, Lucas. Corey, Lucas and Josh, not looking too bad so far. Felt maybe I've made a mistake because there's only 2 names left. But we'll cross that road when we come to it. Ben, you are drawn.
There's one on the outside.
Cheers, Josh. That's given me a lot of relief, to be honest. You can draw the next one, Josh.
Well, I'll do this one just to make sure.
Yeah.
Luke Miller.
There's Luke Miller. He is a crocodile. Go on, John T, and pull the last name. I can't think off the top of my head, but if you haven't been drawn, you probably know who you are.
Braden.
Braden is on the Crocodiles. Now, that makes up Team 7, the Crocodiles: Corey, Lucas Spencer, Josh Stirrup, Ben, Luke and Braden. Now, the only thing left to decide, Team 8 is the staff team. The staff team don't have an animal yet. So, would you like the honours, Josh,
I would love to.
of deciding what our team will be called?
The Capybaras.
See, I had a feeling that was going to come up. The Capybaras. Very good. For anyone listening, our team is going to be made up of myself, Rob in goal, Corey, Reese, Mark Fisher, Josh and Pete. Our objective is don't lose every game 8-0. If we do further than we get.
Strong squad.
So there you go. You have it. There's the Boom Cup. Shall we see how the room's looking? I have no idea where they are, like in relation to us, because I think there's a bit of a delay. But
Go on the YouTube chat.
okay. Should we check out the YouTube chat? Bear with me. How is it looking? Is it popping off?
That's it.
Staff are getting it, mate. Dodgy toyed bowler box. Crocs are pulling a Wednesday. That's from Jude. Braden says ultimate harem ball incoming from L Crocs. Karen says staff team are terrible. Lewis, rich washed bowler. Unlike not what I'd expect from you, Lewis.
20-second delay.
Okay, 20-second delay. Thank you, Gabe. I saw you putting your hands up, but I didn't really know. I don't know if that was 10 or not. Yeah, to be honest. You can get to that in part 2 with some live reactions. So that's all from us. I'd say thank you for enduring rather than enjoying that. Any final thoughts from you guys before you go to the reaction?
I thought it was perfect.
Nice.
Really excited. I just think the Robins have cheated a little bit. So big guy about
Very
that.
good. Thank you, everybody. This has been the live draw. Stay tuned for some reaction. Goodbye.
Sports media at Boom Satsuma is unique and has been unique from the first day. It's very much like a workplace. You're a sports media agency essentially. You have teachers and classmates, but really they can be seen as project managers and colleagues that you work with. Over the 2 years, you can expect to do projects and assignments on the course that are specifically related to the industry. Preparing you for a career in the creative and digital industry is one of the most important things for us to ensure we're doing. Over the 2 years, you can expect to learn a wide variety of skills. In the first year, it's very much a jack of all trades, master of none. We'll upskill you on every aspect of digital media, from graphic design, photography, filmmaking, podcast production, live production. The reason for that is hopefully in the second year you find something that you're really passionate about, and then you can pursue that further in the second year. So on the one hand, you do have the practical side of it. On the other hand, you have networking and establishing a base in Bristol City. Sports media at Boom Satsuma is unique and has been unique from the first day. It's very much like a workplace. You're a sports media agency essentially. You have teachers and classmates, but really they can be seen as project managers and colleagues that you work with. Over the 2 years, you can expect to do projects and assignments on the course that are specifically related to the industry. Preparing you for a career in the creative and digital industry is one of the most important things for us to ensure we're doing. Over the 2 years, you can expect to learn a wide variety of skills. In the first year, it's very much a jack of all trades, master of none. We'll upskill you on every aspect of digital media, from graphic design, photography, filmmaking, podcast production, live production. The reason for that is hopefully in the second year you find something that you're really passionate about, and then you can pursue that further in the second year. So on the one hand, you do have the practical side of it. On the other hand, you have networking and establishing a base in Bristol City. Sports media at Boom Satsuma is unique and has been unique from the first day. It's very much like a workplace. You're a sports media agency essentially. You have teachers and classmates, but really they can be seen as project managers and colleagues that you work with. Over the 2 years, you can expect to do projects and assignments on the course that are specifically related to the industry. Preparing you for a career in the creative and digital industry is one of the most important things for us to ensure we're doing. Over the 2 years, you can expect to learn a wide variety of skills. In the first year, it's very much a jack of all trades, master of none. We'll upskill you on every aspect of digital media, from graphic design, photography, filmmaking, podcast production, live production. The reason for that is hopefully in the second year you find something that you're really passionate about, and then you can pursue that further in the second year. So on the one hand, you do have the practical side of it.
I'm going to Google Meetup.
Sports media at Boom Satsuma is unique and has been unique from the first day. It's very much like a workplace. You're a sports media agency essentially. You have teachers and classmates, but really they can be seen as project managers and colleagues that you work with. Over the 2 years, you can expect to do projects and assignments on the course that are specifically related to the industry. Preparing you for a career in the creative and digital industry is one of the most important things for us to ensure we're doing. Over the 2 years, you can expect to learn a wide variety of skills. In the first year, it's very much a jack of all trades, master of none. We'll upskill you on every aspect of digital media, from graphic design, photography, filmmaking, podcast production, live production. The reason for that is hopefully in the second year you find something that you're really passionate about, and then you can pursue that further in the second year. So on the one hand, you do have the practical side of it. On the other hand, you have networking and establishing a base in Bristol City.
Hello and welcome back to the Boom Cup draw, and a little bit of reaction with the two boys next to me here, Josh and John T. I'm sure you're all delighted to have us back after having to listen to Rob ramble on in that promotional video for about 10 minutes. So, I have to say, boys, I'm looking straight at the Robins and thinking they're the favourites. John T, talk me through that.
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant team. What is it? Me, Hugo, Connor.
I wasn't talking about you when I said
Dylan,
favourites, it was more the rest of the team.
Sounds okay, thank you. Yeah, we've got, it's a pretty good all-round team there, I think, we've got good chemistry. We've got Connor for the last-minute winners, hopefully. Dylan, to run around, try to in midfield.
Who's going in goal, Johns? That is the question I was thinking there, Joshua. There's no keeper that screams out at me there.
Yeah, I don't actually know who. I don't know, we might have to take it into
You stick
There's only 6 Sammy Garish in goal.
And Josh, the Dodos. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we're going to try and bring our team back to life, and that's a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Always
good
a good
team,
place to start.
Read out the team.
Yeah, so the dude Kai, Lewis, very good player.
Lewis, hell of a player,
Very
goal
good
scorer. He'll win golden boot.
You've got yourself a keeper, and yourself a decent keeper. Yeah.
Mm.
How are you feeling ahead of it?
I'm alright. I'm thinking. So Lewis obviously is the bagsman. He's the number 9. And
You've got Spenny in there. You've got Sander in there. You've got Nathan.
Spenny, I'm gonna let Spenny do what he wants. He's kind of in that sort of number 10 role.
Spenny in good form recently. Reached a cup final with his team, and trust me, I know how hard
Hell
it is
of
to
a
reach a cup final. So
yeah,
you know it's
hell
difficult.
of a player. And then where is it? The Donos. So we've got
Okay,
Xander.
so
I'm sure Xander can be a bit of a Swiss Army knife in
I
the
think so.
in the defensive role. Nathan, hell of a player in midfield, as we know.
Underrated player, Nathan. I think.
Underrated player.
Yeah, he goes.
Dark horse sort of.
Yeah,
player.
I think
he's
he
under the radar.
does go
with
under the
likes
radar.
of, Dill and the other midfielders in there. So yeah, but I think Nathan's probably the strongest out of the lot. And then who's the last one? Xander, Spenny, Kai.
Lewis, so
Kai will go in the back, I reckon.
Yeah.
Kai will do. Yeah, I mean he's got the size. He's got the work rate. We'll stick Kai in the centre of defence and see how he does.
do you see that? Do you see yourself as a kind of captain in that team, in that big talker?
I'd like to be, but you don't nominate yourself as captain, do you? So we'll see when we get round.
There's no one else there who screams captain at me, apart from you, Josh, I must admit. So I think you might be a shoe in there. Let's have a little look at the teams as a whole, and let's start with the Rats. The first team to be drawn out. We've got Noah, Amy, Jude, Kyron, Josh, and Ezra. And I'll tell you what, we talk about the Robins. That ain't a bad team at all. I think there's a good bit of balance in there. We've not seen a lot of Amy in the last couple of years in terms of the play. I've been told that he's not a bad player. We know what Noah's got. We know what Noah's about. Jude, could Jude go in goal? Could Josh Deacon go in goal? They've got a couple of keepers in that team. Kyron.
Amy can play anywhere across that line.
Yeah,
he's a good player.
Yeah, I can't say we've ever really seen Amy play much in the last couple of years, but I've heard good things. Kyron, I think, has been fantastic for the year.
Kyron, hell of a player.
Very good defender. And Ezra, I've got an eye for goal.
Yeah.
Although I don't think he can do much. If you stand him up and don't let him chop inside, that's basically all he does. So you should be able to stifle that.
I do think that there doesn't. I suppose Ezra's the only real attacker. I suppose there's a lot of this. It's quite.
I think Noah's got a goal in him. I think Noah's got a goal in him. I must admit.
It's quite defensively. You think of Amy, Kyron, Josh. They're all natural defenders. So we'll see.
But does that go out the window on five-a-side?
Yeah,
I think it's a different game, isn't it? It's a
does,
different game.
Yeah.
It is a different game. Johnty, do you see yourself starting in your team? I think you're struggling to get into the fight there.
Right, that is outrageous.
I think you're struggling to get into the fight.
I think I would start in this team.
Who's your skipper there? Who are you looking at? Who's your skipper there?
I mean, I'd have to go Hugo.
Hugo, yeah.
He's done very
Been
well.
there, done it.
Last,
Yeah, he's been my captain. And
Just he knows what he's doing. Just make him do it.
been your captain as well. There we go. He's been captain for 2 born winners.
Born
so you'd be
winners.
stupid not
Yeah,
to.
I mean, yeah.
Be stupid not
2
to.
most successful managers in Boom
Yeah,
history.
exactly. Yeah. Let's have a little look at the year 12s. I know you two. There's not much you could say on them. You've probably not seen a lot of them. Did you play in the game with them at one point? Have you played?
No, I haven't.
So we've got the tasseled wobblegongs to start with. It's looking like a strong team in there. Jay's good player. Diego's, I can see him being captain, quite a loud boy. George, fantastic player. From the year 12s, I'd say George is the one to watch.
What type of player?
Very good. I'm not going to tell you that. Because I don't want to ruin their chances or mine actually winning. Because
Got to ask the questions.
you have, but you won't be getting the answers. Liam, we've not seen a lot of Liam and Jack, I must admit, but I don't think in there that's a bad team at all. With Sam and Nathan, what I would say about the year 12s is that's a nice tight knit group in there. So hopefully their team spirit can get them through. We got team 4, John, Jack. He's played a couple of games, doesn't look like a bad player. Louis, very good player. I must admit, very good player. I could see him suiting 5-a-side quite well. And the rest of the boys are all decent players actually. Sam, Jaden, Dylan, Max, they've all played their part when we've had our games. So the Dinosaurs looks like a strong team to me as well from the year 12's perspective. We've looked at the Robins over in Group 2. Where should we go to next? The Alpacas, another year 12 group, the final year 12 group. Cam, good player. Yeah, got a little bit about him. Sam, very good player. A little bit like Nathan, I'd say, goes under the radar a little bit in the middle of the park. Again, I look at that as quite a defensive team with Rudy and Hayden and Frankie and Leo in there. I'd be interested to see who goes in goal there for the year 12s in both teams, to be fair. But Frankie's not a bad keeper. I'm surprised he doesn't want to go in goal, but that's a benefit to us as the staff team, I think, and the other teams as well. And then let's take a look at that last team for the year 13s, the Crocodiles. Josh, any thoughts?
So look, the Crocodiles, that's a decent little team there. The likes of Lucas Spencer.
Like you mean it.
Well, no, look, you know, Lucas Spencer and Josh Stewart, good friends as we know.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of a chemistry there. Corey Wilson, underrated player again. I'm sure he can slot in anywhere need be. Ben Mee, great player. No, yeah, put him anywhere. No, he's good at a little hold-up striker. I like Ben Mee as a hold-up striker.
New trim as well, isn't it?
New trim.
You got a new
trim. You know, the look slick and yeah.
You never know what that could do for a player.
Just the confidence boost. Yeah. You never know. And then Luke Miller. Luke Miller's the goalie there.
Do you think?
Luke Miller's the goalie there.
Do you think so?
Definitely. And then Braden's like one of those. You know, when there's an award called the sixth man in basketball. You know, super sub sort of thing. Yeah. I can see Braden coming on and.
So it's not even your team. You just dropped Braden.
Sorry, Braden. What's
the reasoning behind that?
You know, there's some strong, experienced players in there. I think Braden hasn't played too much over the last couple of years in a boom setting. So maybe naturally some of the old boys, the experienced boys, will get more of a look in. Who knows? But yeah, I'm sorry, Braden, if. Bit of the disrespect there. My apologies.
Yeah, I'm sure that apology doesn't mean too much to it. The staff team then. Let's round it off with the staff team. Let's have a little talk about them. How are you feeling about what we possess?
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling. Do you know what?
Teams.
Yeah, you know what? I think there's a couple of standout teams in there. I'm not going to name those teams.
Robins.
But I'm confident. I must admit, I'm confident that we've got a nice balance in there. Me and Rich have played five-a-side numerous times together in the past.
I really like the team.
There's a good bit of chemistry there. Reece is a good player. We've got Josh has played with us last year. Mark's played with us last year. The less said about Rob last year, the better. But I think he could be better in the five-a-side goals. And then we've got Pete joining us as well, who we haven't seen much of in the past. But listen, I think that's a decent side. I think we've got a good balance. I think we've got a good balance. I'm going to nominate myself as captain / manager because I think they'd be stupid not to take me as manager. Really,
not the Welsh is that.
Yeah, but what we want is we want Rich to concentrate on the football.
Right. Yeah.
Concentrate on what you're good at.
Do you not think you're going to lose your players if you say that they're stupid if they didn't pick you?
No. You lost the dressing room.
No, but I'm just saying when you've had the success that I've had in the last couple of years as a manager, you'd be silly, but.
Yeah, mention your cup final again.
I didn't want to bring it up, but Tuesday night, Bolton, 7:30 kickoff. If anyone fancies it. But yeah, I think.
Can I touch on Rob? Because we've seen what he's been like as a linesman. You know, are you worried that he's going to be as good as he is as a linesman?
I'm going to stop you there. I thought he had a very good game as a linesman last year. As the referee, I thought he did a good job there. Listen, there was a couple of times he clearly had not a clue what was going on. But he was learning on the job, and that's harder. That's harder than it seems.
Yeah. If Rob wants to come down and explain the offside rule to us in front of the camera, he'd be more than welcome to.
It took me a good couple of weeks to get it into his head, and he clearly still didn't get it. But listen, the linesman is a job no one wants to do.
No.
And what he did was step up.
Yeah.
And I think he can step up again.
Yeah, but if he's in goal, if he makes a mistake, it just leads to a goal. What if he makes mistakes like he did as a linesman?
Listen, I think as a staff team we're going to have to accept that Rob's going to make a mistake. But can we limit those mistakes? And I think we can. And I've seen him play in the five-a-side goals. Not bad at all because he's quite long legs.
Yeah.
We played in 7-a-side goals last year, and God, he was awful. But I think five-a-side, I think he can step up and give us a hand. I really do. So yeah, listen, I definitely said I'm confident going into it. And like Rich said, I think we're lowering our expectations a little bit. We're coming in, and as long as we didn't lose every game,
shock a few people.
I think
couple of games, maybe push for a semi-final, but not sure.
Get a couple of points out of the group. If we get out of the group, that's a result for me. And I think, like you said, if teams come in and underestimate us, I think we got enough in there to. And I'd say the chemistry between me and Rich at five-a-side before is something that a lot of you lot haven't played five-a-side together, I'd imagine, in the past. and that's one thing we've got over here. So
Yeah.
just watch out is what I'm saying.
It's small wins. You know.
Just watch out, because you never know what's coming with the staff team.
You never know.
And this would be a bit embarrassing for you lot if we go on to win it, obviously. A little bit embarrassing, and not a good way for you to go out.
I don't
But-
think we have to worry about
Yeah, I'm not too concerned, I must say.
Well, OT just sorted OT talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is massively disrespectful. So, anyway, thank you. We're gonna run out of gents. Thank you very much for joining us. A big thank you to Rich as well. Belinda behind the camera. Gabe has been here taking photos flat out for the past half hour, doing a brilliant job. And of course, everyone at home / upstairs watching. Thank you, and we'll see you very soon.